Hi guys, it's me, Darkberry32, and I'm in a different setting today. I'm coming to show you some decorating ideas for your home. Again, you guys know I'm very thrifty, very frugal when it comes to spending, but I like things to look nice. And what I want to show you is my daughter's room. We started redecorating her room. When we first moved in this house, it was a white wall all over, of course. And I wanted to paint one accent wall in her room, and this is the wall that we chose. Now what we did on this particular wall, it looks like there's two different color pinks, but actually the pinks are the same. What I did was is I got one can of paint in a satin finish and another can of paint in a matte, so that way I could do this pinstripe look, and we taped it off and then started painting one side, with the matte, and then the other stripe with a satin finish, and that's how you get that pinstripe look, and you don't have to buy two different color paints. So that's what we did. And we were in Hobby Lobby one day, and we decided that, we saw this Paris pink, black, and white theme that they had in Hobby Lobby, and my daughter was like, "Oh, Mom, I would love for my room to look that way." Now, when we first started out, I've been in this house 6 years now, almost 7 years, and her room was like pinks and purples and florals and all that type of stuff. And so we decided to go ahead and do this pink and black theme. And where we started out was, because I told her Mom's not going to be able to do everything all at one time. So what we did to start off this pink black zebra stripe motif, what I did was I purchased two canvases. They were like $4 or $5, and then I got a couple of bottles of paint for her, pink and black, and she went to town in making her own artwork for her room. So it kind of adds her own little touch, and this way we got excited and we knew we were going to stick with this theme. And, she was like, "I want to start decorating." So this is what she did to start decorating. And then once we got that, what we did was I went over to the thrift store. Of course, that's what I do. And I was like, well, at least we can, okay, we'll have the paintings, and then we have the wall. And then we went over to the thrift store, and we wanted to get some pillows for her bed. So what we did is we found this skirt. This right here is actually a skirt, and it's on an old pillow that we had. And what I did was I got the skirt, if you can see here, and put two pink rubber bands at each end to make it look like one of those neck roll pillows, and that's how we got this pillow. And then this pillow here was an old square pillow, and this is a black and white polka dot shirt. And so we did the same thing. No sewing needed. We got rubber bands that my daughter has. We got them in white, and just did the little ear part on the top, and that's what we did for to start off. And then this hot pink sheet we also found at a thrift store, and basically it was like a black sheet that we had on her bed, and then this hot pink sheet folded back, and that's how we started her room off in the pink and black. Now also, these letters on the wall, they were originally pink and purple. So what she did was she kept the letters that were pink, she kept them pink, and then the ones that were purple, she painted over them with the same black paint that she used for these pictures, and she painted over them with black. And so then we had the pink and black thing going. Yeah, we had the pink and black thing going, and so we just kind of kept going with it, and little by little, we started adding. And then we got this pillowcase from Sam Moon with her initials on it, so then we added that to the bed. Now she's already had these Betsy Johnson bags, and so she kind of added those to her nightstand. Now this black nightstand was actually in her brother's room, and it was going unused. He didn't use it at all, so we were like, "Can we have it?" And he said, "Yeah, of course," because he wasn't using it. And so now she puts her pajamas and I think socks or something like that in this one in here, and so she has a little nightstand. Now the lamps, you might ask, where they come from? Well, the lamps were from the Goodwill. And we actually saw lamps like this at Hobby Lobby on that same day. And these lamps were originally like a green and black color. And I got a can of watermelon colored pink spray paint. And I spray painted them yesterday. And so we got that pink look again. And then even the The shades were white, and I spray painted those black. I could still go over them with like a couple more cans of spray paint just to get them a real dark color, but I actually kind of like the way they turned out. I really do, because it kind of still lets light in. It isn't so dark in her room. So that's what we did. And then so you got this look. Now the bedspread, the comforter we got yesterday from Walmart, and it was a set, and all it came with was this zebra like design, very furry type of design, and it came with a pillow sham. And I think it was like, I don't know, what, $30 or $23? I think it was like $32 or something for this little set. So we got that. And then I just kept kind of playing with the pink and black and seeing what I had in my linen closet. And I have this old black tablecloth that we covered her desk with. And actually, guys, this is not a real desk. It's an old sewing machine desk where the sewing machines usually used to go inside of this desk here. And so we actually, this was actually on the side of the road, wasn't it?
No,
the desk?
Momo did.
Yeah, but it was in her neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. This desk was actually on the side of the road. I think some people were having a garage sale and they couldn't get rid of it. And it was just sitting there, I guess ready for the trash. Very good, sturdy, heavy wood. And we're going to paint it. I think she wants it painted white. So I'm going to probably have to get some primer and paint it white. And I've done that before. I've done that with my son's bed where it was brown and I painted it black. I primed it and everything. Oops. But what we did was I put an old black. Sorry, my fingers are all in the way. Hold on, let me get a grip again. Okay, there we go. We put an old black tablecloth, and then this here on top is an actual pillow sham that I just placed on top as like it was a placemat. And then, you know, she can go ahead and get on her little notebook and read her magazines and whatnot, do her homework here at the desk. And she has this pink and black theme still going. And then today we found this curtain at the Goodwill. It was like, I don't know, like $2 or something like that. And what we did was right here in the middle, if you see this black actually comes from old shower curtain that I had. And you know, those are like where you would pull back the corners of the shower curtain. And I don't use those. I use actual ropes with this black shower curtain that I have in the kids' bathroom. But I use the little black ties, you know, one on each end to give it a little bit of a, you know, a design. And then if you look at her desk chair right here, if you look at the desk chair, it's in the zebra print as well. And what these are automobile covers, seat covers for like your truck or your car. And I got those from Goodwill. They were like $4.99 each. And I'm like, I know I can do something with it. Even if I try to turn them into a rug or something, I can do something with it. And sure enough, I came to her room and they fit perfectly on the back and on the seat of her desk chair. So that's pretty much it so far. Like the rest of the room, we still have a ways to go. And those are her American Girl dolls over there. But we still have a ways to go. We still have like all of these butterflies that just don't go with her colors. But we have the pink ones that we're going to keep. And I think we're probably going to do some kind of dye color or dye these other ones like different colors or something like that to go with the theme of her room. But other than that, oh, and then the I didn't show you guys this picture frame. We also got this picture frame while we were on vacation in San Antonio this past week, and it was like $2 or something like that. And I think that's it. I'm not missing anything, right?
Well, you can show me my project.
Huh?
You can show me my project and it work.
Oh. Alright, she wants me to show you her project that she worked on that's going to be turned in on Monday.
American Girl stuff.
And it's like a lot of American Girl stuff on there. But it's her theme of her project is Love Conquers All. So that's her little project. And then on her bed, guys, we have a lot of pillow pets, Hello Kitties. Where did you won that?
No, yeah, but I used it with my Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, she won that with Dave and Buster's. And so all of those colors